All right, awesome. So welcome everyone to the call. We're on another edition of the prospecting, chatting, recruiting, building my business live. Um, and it's exciting stuff. So I'm going to teach you some cool things tonight. Hopefully, I actually just enrolled a gentleman last night. So I'm going to share that with you. I'm going to share with you how I did that, um, which was easier than most of my enrollments. I'll just tell you that. And sometimes you get that. Debbie Stone and I were talking earlier today, and we were saying that sometimes the enrollments come really easy, right? And sometimes they don't. Sometimes you got to work a little harder for them or really hard for them. And so I think the harder you work for enrollments, you're going to get easier ones down the road, right? So business goes up and down, and that's all a part of it. So, yeah. So let's go ahead and I will start with that. His name is Rob, and he's been a Facebook friend of mine for probably a good 5 years or something. He comments on my posts sometimes. He likes my posts often. I didn't know much about him. I know that the connections that I have on Facebook are mostly entrepreneurs. So I'm assuming that he has had businesses in the past because I don't know him in real life, right? So here he is right here. So yesterday just um I was going through some likes on one of my posts, and I noticed that, he's been liking a lot of my stuff lately. So I decided I'm going to reach out to him. All right. So let's just go ahead and start with that. Okay, we're going to go back a little bit here. Okay. Okay. So it's not real long, don't worry. Okay. Oh yeah, here we go. We're almost there. Okay. Okay, so that looks like a while ago. 2018. So I did actually invite him years ago, 2018. But nothing ever happened with that. So, all right. Okay, Wednesday. Here we go. All right. So I just popped into his inbox, right? I said, "Hi, Rob, been a while. Happy 2026. Yo, what have you been up to as far as business?" So I went straight for it, right? Man, I swear you should at least take a deep look at what I'm doing. And big announcement tomorrow that we all are really excited about. So I went straight for the kill, right? And then I said, I'm doing a live presentation tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm inviting you to come to it. Are you free? So just easy, simple as that. He says, yeah, I'll be free. I will try to make it. I have so much going on. Now, I don't like hearing that. I'll try to make it because when people say I'll try, that usually means they won't be there. Okay, from my experience. So, I try to when they say I'll try to make it, I try to do a takeaway. Okay. I don't say, "Oh, come on, please, whatever." I don't say, "Well, what do you mean try?" I'll take it away from them. Okay. And that's more powerful than to, kind of like persuade them. Take it away. Take it away. So I have so much going on, but I want to make this the breakthrough year for both myself and my girlfriend. There's my in. So you want to have a breakthrough year, but you're going to try to make it, right? So I said, gotcha. Okay, so trust what I'm telling you. You have to see this, right? You have to see this in all caps. You have to see this. I can definitely help you to make that happen because he told me his goal right here. He wants this to be his breakthrough year. Well, you can't say, I'll try to make it if you really want this to be your breakthrough year, right? So I drove that home. I said, you have to see this. I can definitely help you to make that happen. And we're talking about his goal. So I said, there's so many reasons why this makes more sense than anything else out there. The easiest build and the most solid lifetime repeat residual pay. All right. That would be great. I am disabled and receive disability benefits, but it is my goal to one day not have to depend on disability benefits in order to live. There are limitations um, and such, how much you're allowed to keep in your bank. All right. So, oh, totally, that works out because you're home most of the day then. You're already on social media a lot, which is true. I see him on my posts often. This will be awesome. And then what does your girl do for work? So I always end with a question, right? To keep the conversation kind of going. And then I'm mainly here where I live. I live in an independent living facility. I am also a volunteer resident in the kitchen. Okay, so he gets paid for that. That's cool. My girlfriend is a digital creator. They actually met on Facebook and she's in another country, so they don't live together. So that's just all a bunch of personal stuff. All right. And then, I just complimented. That's a lovely story about you and your girl. Thank you. He's never been happier. That's awesome. The downside is she lives far away. And then, he says he's got to go eat dinner. And then he tells me he was saying, I'll try to be there. But I feel like I did the takeaway. So now he's saying, don't forget to leave a link for me to join the presentation this evening. So now it's not, I'll try. It's like, don't forget about me. All right. So I flipped that. All right. I won't forget. Oh, wow. She's really far away. I know the internet makes it a little easier. Enjoy dinner. Right. So right before my overview, I always send the link like a quarter to the hour, maybe 20 minutes before the hour, because you don't want to send it at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You could, but a lot of times they'll be clicking the link early and this is me and Jeff's Zoom, so we could be on a meeting and if they click the link early, then they're going to be popping into other meetings. And so I like to give the link like a few minutes beforehand. And if it's your Zoom and they're not going to be popping into something or interrupting, you can give the link at, you know, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock. But then you're going to want to do a few follow-ups in between, like a couple hours beforehand, you may want to pop in there and just say, I can't wait to meet with you tonight at 8 p.m. And then right beforehand, hey, we're getting ready to go live in 15 minutes from now. I'm looking forward to it or whatever. So I'll always let them know. I'll send you the link a few minutes before the presentation starts. So that's what I did. I sent him the link. And he came, he stayed the entire time. Now, here is and what I did differently this time, I feel like, is I I assumed the close. Um, Instead of saying things like, and if you're ready to enroll, I turn that into, and when you enroll, you know, um, just always assuming that close. And I felt like I was really more aware of the close this time. And I think I assumed the close. I was like, you're enrolling, basically, in my mind. And when you have that in your mind, it really makes a big difference. So, um, after the presentation, I thanked him for coming, right? Thank you for coming tonight. And then I say something like this. This is what I said. Can you see why I'm so excited and passionate about this? Right? Can you see why I'm so excited? Right? Uh, and then he starts talking about something else, something in his office, which is cool. I think he sent me a picture. Then he answered that question with, yes, the company has changed a lot. And I have too, since when I joined this company over 20 years ago. So he joined Melaleuca like 20 years ago, which is way before I knew anything about Melaleuca. And I said, "Oh, I wish I would have known about Melaleuca back then." And then I said 9 years for me, very life-changing. Uh so back when I joined, my mind was a lot different and I had not acquired the knowledge I have now to see things differently. And I agreed with him. I said, "Yeah, 20 years ago my mind was definitely not the same." Um so here's how I enrolled him. I said, "It sounds like you're ready to enroll." And I shut up, right? I didn't say another word after that. I didn't keep going on and on like I used to, because I did used to probably say way too much. But I just said, "Sounds like you're ready to enroll." And I was quiet. And then I told him about the big announcement, and then I said, "You're gonna want to hear it." Right. And then so he starts talking about when he was married. Um, he tried to do something outside that job, but his wife wouldn't allow him to do that. And then so he asked about the company. Did you say that they're doing $1 for the first year? And then so I told him, but all I need from you is full name, phone number, and your email address. I can create a link for you to set up your account. None of I didn't say, do you want to enroll? Are you able to shop tonight? None of that. I assumed the close and just said, all I need from you is phone number, email address, full name. I can create your link to set up your account. Not if you want to set up your account, none of that. Just assume the close. There you go. And then I answered his question. Yes, it's $1 with a 35-point order. So about $70 to $90. I started with a pack about 300 bucks. I used to would have said here, I would have said, I started with a pack and it was $300. But if you can't afford that, that's okay. All you got to do is start with 35 points, right? I would have done that and ruined it, right? So I just, hey, at 300 bucks, that's how I started. You should start that way too, right? All right. So he said, give me a few minutes and I'll be back. You guys, this guy enrolled. Okay, so he gave me his information. Robert, right? His full name, email, phone number. Thanks, Rob. I'll create your link now. I created his link. Here you go. Boom. Okay, got it. Thanks. I was going to tell you that I joined a Enagic, and he's telling me that he wants to use the water machine for our drinks, our Sustain Sport, because I was telling him about Sustain Sport. So that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. It's pretty straightforward. Create password. I said, okay, cool. There are a lot of great products. I was telling him about the protein Sustain Sport. And then I just told him, as you add your cart, the points add up. 35 points is the minimum. I'm here if you have any questions. And then I mentioned tomorrow. Tomorrow's event is going to be really good too. And then he was telling me he can't order the vitamins because of his doctor. He remembers the lotion. So I was just telling him about some of the products. Yep, so much better. Everything, all the soap, shampoo, toothpaste, deodorant. It smells so good on my man. And then he tells me about a quote. It's, just a little bit of chatting. We were talking about Jim Rohn. And then he comes back and says, okay, I placed my first order. So he was in. Boom. So yeah, that was a really, really easy one. There was no, I'll order Friday or I can't order right now. And the things that some of us get sometimes. So that was pretty neat. All right. So I'm really, really on it now, especially for Fast Track. I've been going to a lot of people and telling them, oh my gosh, they just announced a trip. It's pretty easy to earn. We're setting up our teams. I'd love to run with you and partner with you. You know, if you've ever been curious, now is the time. So I've been going to a lot of people that I've talked to before, follow-ups and things like that. This gal here, um, she's been talking about enrolling with me for a while, but she keeps putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. So today I just popped in her inbox and I said, Ruth, seriously, let's get you paid. That's it. And then I said, there's a big announcement today at noon. The annual membership is only $1 until midnight tonight, plus a little 35-point order. We are going to earn a big, extravagant trip that you'll be able to bring anyone you want with you, plus big money. And then I said, Ruth, tell me what's stopping you? Like, what is it? Tell me, what's stopping you? And then this is after the announcement. I said, okay, they just announced the fast track trip. I asked her again, what's stopping you from enrolling with me today, Ruth? Right? And I haven't read this yet. You guys are first with me to read this response from her. She, in fact, 7:10, so she literally just typed this. She said, I really don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm afraid. So she's getting raw and real with me, and I appreciate that. Maybe this is my retirement. After real estate, I'm not sure I know everything is true. I see everything and I look at the messages, and yes, sometimes I want to jump in, thinking, thank you for keeping me in the loop. So she's scared, right? But there's no risk here. There's no risk here. She's probably experienced um loss of money or buying big packages, you know. But here, my gosh, we're just switching our store. So I am going to respond and I'm going to say thank you so much for being real with me. Am I not typing? What is going on? Okay, thank you. What is going on here? Oh, and then I'm going to say I get it. Uh, Risk can be scary, but just a reminder, there is no risk here with Melaleuca. None, period. Think about it. We already, my gosh, buy laundry. So you are able to cancel anytime. Okay. Um, we are just now starting a fast track. Very close. Uh, on Zoom daily. So I am going to be holding your hand. Okay. Okay. And then I'm going to say, I'm not trying to convince you. Okay. Girl, that's how we talk to each other. Okay, girl, I am not trying to convince, but I am trying to bless your life. Not trying to convince you, I'm trying to bless your life, which is a fact. I mean, seriously. And this girl, she's in real estate and she's talented. Like she could do so good. All right. So we'll be working very closely on Zoom daily. So I'm going to be holding your hand. Girl, I'm not trying to convince you, but I am trying to bless your life. Um, and then I'm going to say, can I call you tomorrow? Like early afternoon. Man, I am typing really, really bad. Early, boom, boom, boom. All right. So thank you so much for being so real with me. I get it. So that's a powerful tip right there. Just straight up. What is stopping you? Right? What is stopping you from enrolling with me today, tonight? What is stopping you from enrolling with me today or tonight? Um, it's because, and I think most of the time it's because they don't have enough information. They just don't know what they're saying no to. They just don't know. And also a lot of times um it's a belief. They don't believe that this is as good as what we're telling them because let's face it, a lot of marketing is exaggerated, right? And that's one of Melaleuca's axioms is the truth is good enough here. The truth is good enough at Melaleuca. And I love that that's one of our axioms, right? Uh, so a lot of people, it's belief. They may not believe that it's as good as what we're telling them. Number two, belief in themselves. They don't believe that they can do this. That's why I like to stress anyone can do this. Anyone. If I can do this, okay, anyone can do this. I mean, are you kidding me? We have national directors at Melaleuca who are Amish. They're Amish. Like they live in the middle of nowhere. They have no electricity, and they're national directors, for God's sakes. What is our excuse? Like, what is someone else's excuse? So that in all walks of life, anybody, if you say that I can't do it because I'm not pretty enough, or I'm not an extrovert, I'm an introvert. April Marie Tucker, my enroller, is an introvert. Believe it or not, Jeffrey tells the story all the time. But there's a lot of introverts that are doing better than someone that says, that I can't do it because I'm an introvert. So we can always point out someone that's got it way worse than us, and we can look back at ourselves and say, what's my excuse? So it's true. It's true. So people just need more belief a lot of times. And sometimes you're not going to be able to give some people the belief that you want to give them. Sometimes you can't do it. So you just got to move on, right? So So yeah, so that's what I said to her. Think about it. We already buy laundry soap and toothpaste and shampoo. So basically, there's no risk here. And then you're able to cancel anytime, right? We're just now starting a fast track, so we'll be working very closely on Zoom daily. So I'm going to be holding your hand. And then I said, I'm not trying to convince you. I am trying to bless your life. And then can I call you tomorrow? Uh, I'm going to be jumping on the phone often. I'm gonna be you know what? In three ways, during this fast track, we're all open to doing three-way calls. Get on hey, you have to meet my friend Jessica. You have to meet my friend Jeffrey. You have to meet Debbie Stone. You have to, right? Um, and because it's not just you telling your story, now you got a third party telling their story too. And we all have powerful stories. Our stories are so powerful. All right. So Danielle Hall, she has, I asked her if she was open kind of, yeah, maybe 2 weeks ago or something. Our schedules have not been able to, we haven't been able to buckle down a time for me to show her. Like last night, she was supposed to be on my virtual tour, but oh my gosh, she's in Central Time and didn't put she so she shows up at 9 p.m. Eastern. She's like, "Oh my gosh, it's 8 p.m. here." So, the time, didn't work. So, and then today, literally, it's been so crazy busy today. So I just um oh yeah, so I'm an idiot. You're an hour ahead of me. It's 8 here now. So I said, "You're not an idiot. It's okay. Are you free tomorrow?" Which is today. And then yes, I need something. I'm going through a court battle with my oldest son's dad. We're paying out the butt in lawyer fees, so anything will help. Um, I said, "Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry you're going through that right now, but I did let her know that she can make as much money as she wants here if she takes it seriously." All right. So, I sympathize with what she's going through. Yeah, I imagine it's stressful, right? I say you can make as much money as you want. It takes focus and passion, but a very simple concept because this is a really simple concept. It's it's not easy, but it is a simple concept compared to a lot of businesses. So I think this is right up your alley. I'm looking forward to showing you. And then today, you guys, it's been so crazy, back to back, everything. So, Daniel, I have not forgotten about you, but today has been crazy. I can make time tomorrow, though, if you can. And she loved it. So, oh my God, this company just made a really exciting announcement today. So I'm even more excited for you, and I can't wait to share it with you. I hope that you're feeling better. I know you've been stressed. So I'm going to be meeting with her tomorrow, hopefully over the phone. And I'll tell you, she is cold, cold, cold market. Very cold market. But she has a Yorkie. And I had a Yorkie and so crazy about my Yorkie, obsessed. So I put her on See First on Facebook and I comment on everything of hers, just all the time. Always comment. And when you do that, you turn into warm market. Like they see you as warm market now, you know. So that's what I do. When I see someone I want to partner with, I put them on See First and I engage on their stuff. And that really will turn a cold market warm. So she was not, her wall wasn't up. When I approached her, her wall was not up. So um, that's important there. All right. So let's see. A lot of these people are already on the team. Um, like Joe, he was here and then left. You should have stayed. Okay, good seeing you. All right. Let's see. Let's do some more prospecting. Okay, Terry, she used to be my customer a long time ago. Not a long time. In fact, she's been back twice, um, in 9 years. So I'm asking her to come back. Just hi Terry, you may already know, but they just announced a really exciting fast track. She's familiar with fast tracks. She has done them in the past with us. And I said, Bahamas. I said, you should do it with us. So I'm just being frank. Not, do you want to do it with us? Not, do you want to? No, I'm saying you should do it with us, right? Um, it's been more than 6 months. You know you can enroll as a brand new customer again and get the $100 in free shopping again. And brand new people can join our fast track team and earn the trip. But as a new person, they won't hurt the team if they fall short. And then I said, I think that's important for you to know because many people don't want to participate because they're worried that they may fall short and hold the team back from earning the trip. But as a new enrollment, you can be added and not affect the team, yet you can earn it. Plus, I miss having you on the calls in Testimonial Tuesday and Team Huddle and Power Hours. So she's seen it and hasn't responded. I feel like she will at some point. I believe she will actually come back because I know she loves the products and stuff. So that was that. I'm reaching out to lots and lots of people. Here's one of my new guys. Okay, this lady here, she, all right. Okay, she was telling me that she does DoorDash and she likes having her own schedule. Um, which I agree. I don't like working for somebody because you have to go, you have to punch in, you have to punch out, you have to be there on Monday through Friday. You have to, right? I like to work when I can, if I want, when I want, right? So, I said, "Oh, cool. Yeah, I like working around my own schedule as well." And then I told her that I do DoorDash sometimes for some spending money here and there. And then I said, "But I'm building a repeat residual monthly paycheck with my business." And I said, "It makes a lot of sense." Oh, my dog is trying to get up on the bed. Give me 1 second. You want to get up there? Yeah. Come on. Good girl. She's so little. I got to get her some stairs. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. So I said, but I'm building a residual monthly paycheck with my business. It makes a lot of sense too, Dana. I say her first name. I like saying people's first name a lot. People like hearing their name. So makes a lot of sense. You should check it out sometime. Not do you want to check it out, right? You should check it out sometime, right? I'd love to show you how it works. And then if you're open to it, but you should check it out. You need to see it. All right. So she seen it and didn't respond. Now, I'd see that. Oh, they seen it and they're not responding. They're not interested. And I just let it go. But no, people are busy. So I'm going to bring it back around, right? So very next day, in fact, usually I'd see that and I'd give them like a week or something. Like, I'm not going to bug them. But I brought it back around the very next morning and I said, "Hey, good morning. Dana, are you open to the information?" Just there you go. I said, "There's a big announcement today at noon, and it's most likely a very extravagant trip that we can earn over the next 90 days. Super exciting stuff. But yeah, if you're open to learning exactly what this is all about, I would love to have a conversation. My feelings won't be hurt if it's not for you, girl. Not at all. But at least lay your eyes on it." And I get that from, I don't know, Jen Savis, I think. At least lay your eyes on it. Are you free today? Not to meet up in person, but phone or Zoom because she's from my old neighborhood. So I don't want her to think I want to meet for coffee or anything. Because I mean, we could, and if we partner, we probably will, right? But no, just I want to let her know, Zoom or telephone. And she responded. So I'm glad I brought it back around the very next day. She said, "Hey, good morning. Unfortunately, I'm not free today. I am open to hear what you're doing, but I'll preface it with I have no friends or family, circle, nothing, and absolutely no one to count on selling anything to. I can't even get help with major daily tasks like caring for my kids as a single parent, except for from two trusted friends." Well, she's got two trusted friends. That's good. Um, Other than that, I am all on my own in life. I'm not sure exactly what you do, but if having people to back you when getting started is part of it, I have no village. Now, I'm definitely going to let her know that we don't really sell products. We kind of do, but we don't. And you don't have to have a village to build this company. You just don't. And she's kind of in the mindset of, um, I need people to support me. I don't have people to support me. Like as if people are just going to buy from her, like she's a Girl Scout and let's buy Girl Scout cookies from Dana to support her, even though we love Girl Scout cookies, right? We love Girl Scout cookies, but it's not like that here. We're not selling people things so that they can support us. No, we are changing lives. We are selling people things because my goodness, they're going to become, excuse me, I just choked on my spit. Um, we're changing lives. They're going to buy things that are going to change their health. They're going to become healthier. They're going to be, if they want to share it, they're going to have more money. They're going to reduce debt. We are helping people. We are not, hey, will you support me? I got a rank to hit. Will you buy from me? No. So I want to kind of get that through to her. Um, this is not like that. And some people, though, honestly, that's so ingrained in um their paradigm, if you will, that it's hard to break some people of that mindset. You can try, but sometimes you just can't. It might take a while or years, which is fine. Which is fine because there's plenty of people. But so I kind of want to get that through to her, and that's why um I didn't say anything back like this. So this is my response. Today has been crazy, which is true. I haven't had a chance to really um, do much of any prospecting or anything because of the event and, teaming people up and all the things. So today's been crazy, but I definitely need to get back with you on this. Hopefully you're free tomorrow. Weekends are really busy for me, so I'm not free until Monday. But I am then if that works. Absolutely. So, uh, yes, Monday is perfect. And then I am really looking forward. Have a great weekend. Now, I definitely need to write that down. And then sometime over the weekend, I'll set up like a time with her. All right. So there we go. Hopefully that turns into a business partner. Okay. Oh, Ruth responded. This is the one where I just, she was honest with me and said, she's scared. Maybe I'm afraid. Um, And I thanked her for her honesty. And then she comes back, you are a blessing in my life. With or without me shopping, I'll see you later. Trust me, I'll be in your meetings. I don't know when, but I do have a very good feeling. Thank you and God bless. So that's good. That's a good thing. So I asked her if I can give her a call tomorrow early afternoon, and she didn't really answer that question. But I do have her number, and I think I may just ring her phone tomorrow. Um, so I'm going to respond and just say, you are also a blessing in my life. And I know that you are talented. I'm going to tell her, and that's why I know I got to fix the spelling. And that is why I stay on your ass. I stay on your butt, girlfriend. Okay. So yeah, she actually was in the business with us before, and she did end up canceling. And she always talked about she wants to come back. So that's why I stay on her about it. So Ruth, you're also a blessing in my life, and I know that you are talented, and that's why I stay on your butt, girlfriend. All right, cool. All right. So I'll be calling her tomorrow. All right. So what else do we got, you guys? What else do we have here? Hey, you be quiet. That's your daddy. Okay. I want to do an approach with you guys. Let's see. So I'm just looking at, I can't see the time. Just make sure. Okay, so we still got some minutes here. Good, good, good. All right, so I'm going to go to the feed here and see if we can find. Stop, Delilah. No. Okay, let's see. Paul Merriweather, if you aren't against today's, no, no politics. Goodbye. Debbie Stone's like, yeah, bye. See ya. Right. Oh, here's our girl, Kara Clark. Nice. January 31st. Come on, Facebook. Are you kidding me? They put this in my feed. How many days later? Today's the 5th. When someone tells me I'm trying to save money this year, so I'm holding off on the wellness store, it honestly makes me realize I probably haven't explained it well enough. That's a fact. Good girl. Good girl. This is a great post. This store isn't something extra. It's simply where I buy the everyday essentials we already use. Love it. Toothpaste, deodorant, laundry detergent, cleaning supplies. We're buying these things no matter what our budget looks like. Good. I love this post. The only thing that changes is where we shop. What I love most is that I'm supporting an American-owned company. And the biggest surprise, I actually spend less. The ingredients are safer. Everything shows up at my door, and my money supports real families instead of giant corporations. Love it. Oh my gosh. This isn't about being fancy or doing something extra. It's about being intentional with money we're already spending. If you've ever thought this store wasn't for you, I get it. Change can feel uncertain. I just wanted to share why this switch has helped us be more mindful about what we bring into our home each month. Man, good stuff, girlfriend. I cannot believe she only got 2 likes on that post. So I'm just gonna all caps. Amen, sister. I no, this is I'm just gonna say this is this the smartest um decision. No, decision I made. Um I don't know what is wrong with my brain right now. Okay. This is the smartest decision I made 9 years ago. I can't imagine um going back to retail. All right. Okay. Booyah! Jody Rodman. I'm sure there are some very strong opinions on this topic. The best piece is never agreed on. Number three. Kind of floppy, not overdone, but not underdone. Number three. Now that's an engagement post if I ain't ever seen one. Okay. Nikki Kern Wilson. I have no idea who that is. She's one of my friends. Honest question, what's something you quit that made your life better? All right, that's probably an engagement. Oh my God, I want a Yorkie so bad. All right. Please say something about this photo. No thanks. Shawnee Perryman, that's a cool girl that's on our team. Look at, there's my peekaboo. It's not for real, but looks a lot like her. I used to look at all the Yorkies I have in my feed, you guys. Isn't that crazy? No, it's not crazy. Okay. Okay. This girl, I need to reach out to her because she's a customer of mine, but I need to tell her about Fast Track. Oh, look at this pretty girl right here. Look at how cute. Oh my gosh. It's doing on second reps. I love it. Outcomes are noisy. Process is quiet and repeatable. You can't control when results show up. Heck yeah, you can control today. If you're focused only on the outcome, you'll burn out. Absolutely. Build systems you're proud to repeat. That's where real momentum comes in. Look at how cute. Is this AI, Alana? That's not AI.
It is. It
Is
is.
it? Okay. Look at how cute. I love it so much. Oh yeah, I can tell. Look at the coffee. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now I can tell. That is so cute. Okay. So, love that. Look at how slow my internet's going. Okay. All right. Momentum. There's my word. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. Okay. Finally. Oh my gosh, they posted something other than you know what. Okay. I love them ladies so much. Look at the baby. All right, you guys. The feed is really, really full of a lot of ads, isn't it? Okay. There's another Kara post. I want to try to find something. Heck yeah, good stuff. Alana's always got good posts. All of you do. All of you. Kara. Hey, I missed it. Sorry. Now, this gal right here, eventually I really would love to partner with her, but she's really passionate about her company. And I think she's with that company that took over Modere. So anyway, okay, Leanne, that's an ad. Okay, I'm going to add these super seeds to my oatmeal today. Why? It helps with fullness, digestion, omega-3 fat, slows blood sugar spikes, lacks the fiber. All right. I am gonna comment. I do want to see more of her in my feed. I think this would be right up her alley. Okay. I want to try to get another approach in before.
Butter first. Yeah, well, I'm so tired. Oh, from what?
Okay. A lot of people are doing engagement posts. There's nothing wrong with that. Another cup. Okay, this girl, I've been seeing a lot of her stuff lately, so I'm actually going to maybe put her as see first type of thing, or as, close friend, favorite. There it is. Um, she does something. Let's go over and just check out, because why not? We're prospecting, right? Well, look at this. She's got twins. Those look like twins to me. Maybe not. Okay. Wife, mom. Oh, she's a surrogate. Okay. Okay. Alberta, that's Canada, right? Yep. Okay. Okay. So we are in Canada, so that's cool. Right, Alana Johnson? Okay.
Yes, it is.
All right. So spreading love. Yeah, I will definitely be approaching this gal. All right, yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and send her a private message. I don't think I've ever uh talked to her in the inbox before. Nope, it doesn't look like I have. Okay, hi Tammy. I've been seeing you in my feed a lot lately. Love it. And we have never chatted before. So, um, sounds kind of cheesy when you say, "Oh, well, we've never chatted before, so let's see." I don't want to sound cheesy. I'm not going to say that. Love it. Um, I appreciate you. What keeps you busy? No, I'm going to ask about the twins. You have a beautiful family. Twin girls. or are or are they just wearing the same shirt? Okay. I don't know how that looks like that from the word they. Okay. I've been seeing you in my feed a lot lately. Love it. You have a beautiful family. Do you have twin girls or are they just wearing the same shirt? All right. So she has been doing, I think I've been seeing her a lot because she may be trying to grow her following because she's been doing a lot of the engagement type posts. Um, that get a lot of comments. I think those posts are great. Um, but not for every single post. You know what I'm saying? But they definitely work to get engagement. Right, Debbie Stone? Debbie Stone got how many comments did you get? A lot. A lot.
284, I think it was on LinkedIn.
Wow.
100 and something on Facebook.
Very, very cool. That's awesome. And you know what that does? That gets more people to see your other posts too. So good stuff. All right. So I will definitely be approaching this woman soon, and I'm really, really going all out for the next 90 days. But especially right now in the beginning, mainly because I want to give new people a chance to have a full 90 days to earn the trip for Fast Track. So, but I really want to, let's see if we can find someone to approach before we end the call.
Do you realize it's almost 6?
Yeah, almost
Okay.
8. Almost 8.
Whatever. It's
Oh, I know.
6 my time.
Oh, you know what? The last time I looked, it was 1:45. So
I know. That's why I thought I'd tell you.
I appreciate that because yeah, I thought we still had like 10 minutes, but you're right. I think we only got like 1 minute left. So yeah.
Not even the 1 minute.
All righty. Yeah, man. Well, thank you ladies for hanging out with me. Hi, Penny. Good to have you on. All right. So you guys, if you haven't seen the broadcast, oh my gosh, I don't know how long they're going to leave it up. Melaleuca doesn't leave it up for long. You don't want to fall behind on this one. You need to see it right now. Like, if you haven't seen it, watch it today, tonight, right away before they take that down. Because you don't want to regret it. You don't want to say, oh, it's too late. Just trust me. You're going to want to see it. All right. Hi. Thanks for hanging out. Bye, guys. Thanks for hanging with me tonight.
All right.
Okay. Thanks,